Adams back to Gibson. Coach telling his team to hold it for the last shot. So Gibson will hold out. 20 seconds to go. DeRozier back to Gibson. 10 seconds. Adams back to Gibson. 3 seconds. Gibson will take the three in traffic and just off the mark. So 33-25, Redmond up by 8, heading into halftime.
Down by 8 are the Griswold Wolverines here at Killingly High School. We are at halftime here. The varsity game underway here at KHS, game number 7 for 2006 as the cheerleaders head out onto the floor here tonight. Part of our halftime coverage here at Killingly High School and expanding in 2007 here on Inside KHS Sports. Let's go courtside and the KHS cheerleading squad here from Killingly High School. We're at halftime. It's an 8-point game, 33-25. The second half is coming up next here on MetroCast Cable Channel 20 and Inside KHS Sports from Killingly High School.
Bieber back out to Barrett. Barrett will take the three-point shot. It'll fall. From Larkin, and it's caught. Masley on the double back, nails it.
Welcome back to Killingly High School as we are at halftime here tonight at KHS. Redmond out in front by 8, 33-25. And now surrounded up here topside as we are just moments away from the second half by Kristen Swartz and Heather Malbuff. They are the senior captains for the 2006-2007 cheerleading team here at Killingly High School, a team that we do not get to see a whole lot of except at halftime of a lot of the basketball games that we are able to cover. They are just off of the floor, and we'll first start with Kristen. A lot of people don't know the cheerleading season, when it starts, when it finishes. Could you please enlighten us?
Well, our cheerleading season, it's year-round, and we pretty much get like a 1-month break in May. We start in June with tryouts and then have practices all through July and August. And at the end of August, we go to a camp. And we learn a whole bunch of new stuff and get to know each other before the school starts. And then from September to about November is football season, and then basketball season runs until mid-February, which is when competition season basically starts. And we compete against other schools and other cheerleading teams, and that usually ends with nationals in mid-April.
And Heather Malbuff, to my right, when and where are a lot of these competitions held? We see you at football games, we see you at the basketball games, but where else do you guys compete?
Well, most of the competitions we go to take place in the state of Connecticut. We have ECCs, usually it's held at Waterford. We go to states, that changes every year, the location. But our biggest competitions are out of state. We went to nationals last year and at Chicago, and we won first place there. And we went to Niagara Falls the year before, and we won first place there also. So we travel a lot.
And where are nationals this year? Do we know?
This year we're hoping to go to Boston for nationals, and we're thinking that's going to be probably the first or second week of April. So we are looking more at a closer competition this year, and hopefully we'll be able to take home first for the third year in a row.
That was my next question is, what are the chances? Do you know about the teams that are going to be there competing with you before you actually get there?
At nationals, there's a bunch of different nationals held around the country, but in Boston, there's probably going to be a lot of teams from New England and maybe a little further west, but we're thinking a lot of teams from Massachusetts, Connecticut, and up further north will be there in New York, too.
All right, well, Kristen, best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Heather Malbuff, why aren't you on the floor? You're not in uniform tonight. Under the weather?
Extremely under the weather, Kyle, but I'm here to support my team. Go Redmond.
All right, Heather Malbuff, best of luck to you the rest of the season. All right, those are the cheerleaders, senior captains, Heather Malbuff, Kristen Swartz. First half stats, we have all but 4 seconds left to get them in. Here's Stephen Marchessault.
All right, for Griswold, Eric Chester with 2 points, Tyler Elliott with 3, Norm Eccleston with 3, Brian Bresman with 4, Kyle Genero with 8, and Eric Summers with 5 points. For the Redmen, big scorer, Tommy DeRozier, 11 points. That includes 3 3-pointers. Micah Goodrow has 9. Shane Gibson has 6. Corey Glode has 2 fouls. Scotty Barris has 3 points. And Sean Hoyt has 4 points. So, as I mentioned, Corey Glode has 2 fouls. Shane Gibson also has 2. And to note and to watch on the Wolverine side, 3 fouls goes to Sean Brackett and 2 for Brian Bresman.
That's the way the numbers stack up after the first 16 minutes of play. Both teams heading back out on the floor. Let's go courtside.
Just to get people moving. All right, here we go. Let's go. We're going 5 defensively, okay? Defense on 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
I'd like to thank Scott DeRozier for allowing us to join with him and his team in the huddle during timeouts and in between quarters here tonight. Back underway here. Corey Glode on the inbound is Shane Gibson. Scott Barris. Took Tommy DeRozier about 4 seconds to start the first half to get the opening points of this ball game. It'll take a little longer here. Tommy DeRozier away outside. No pressure. Barris left side. Gibson. Underneath Sean Hoyt. Corey Glode lays it up for the first 2 of the half. 18 seconds in to the third quarter. That extends the lead now to a full 10 for the Redmen. Tyler Elliott bringing it around front, has DeRozier right there. Underneath and in for 2, Brian Bresman. 4 in the first half and 2 fouls. Gets his first 2 of the second half there. Barris, Glode. There's Genero right there adding pressure. The left side, Gibson back out to DeRozier. Underneath, Sean Hoyt. Corey Glode, long shot again, and in for another 3-pointer on the night for Tommy DeRozier. Picks up another one, 38-27. Sean Brackett off to Genero. Genero, the pressure from Corey Glode, number 32. Glode handing it off to Brackett, who will find Bresman. Killing in Griswold here tonight at KHS. Another local team in our viewing area here on Channel 20 this weekend. Putnam in the championship game earlier. Tyler Elliott, shot up by 32 of Bresman, no good. Foul on the way up. Going to be called on Corey Glode. Glode picks up his third. Bresman will shoot 2 from the line. First shot is good for Bresman. Shot 2 on the way. 38-28. Looking to claw now within 10. Around, bouncing around and in for Bresman. 2 for 2 from the line. Down within 9 now are Griswold. Mikey Goodrow heading in for Corey Glode, who will sit out a little bit with 3 fouls. Still early on in the second half. 38-29, Goodrow, right side, Barris. Out to Shane Gibson, Tommy DeRozier. Couple of juniors out there. And then the senior Barris. Sean Hoyt, sophomore Mikey Goodrow. Over to DeRozier. This one will not fall. Off the top of the glass, down to Mikey Goodrow. Goodrow to Sean Hoyt. And down with it is Griswold. 42, grabs it, throws it in for Kyle Genero. And again, back within 10, 38-31, closest Griswold has been in quite some time here tonight. Goodrow to Barris, right side. Has Brackett there. And able to take it away, the Wolverines. Tyler Elliott, another turnover. Sean Brackett, 21, is Norm Eccleston, and the foul, the hold on the play by the Redmen. Mikey Goodrow picks up the foul. That'll be the team's second here in a half.